Bullshit. When you have a large gathering of peaceful protesters, they're supposed to burn it all down.
This is the Truth Frequency Radio Network. TFR. Truth Frequency Radio.
Good morning, TFR.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. What's wrong with you? By thinking you're making a thought or two. The sun's out, it's fun's out. Let's stop the day.
Hi, this is Alan. I like Ironworx because it's where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
I love Ironworx with Josh, Walt and Zach. It's like sitting in your front room having a cosy chat with your best friends.
Hi, it's Diva here, and I just want you to know that Ironworx with Josh, Walt and Zach, it's definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family and keep it flat.
Why sleep in when you could get your dose of iron in the morning? Listen to the Ironworx on TFR.
This is Enlightened Dawn. Roses are red, violets are blue. Iron Realm Media is the best on the planet. To this show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
Do you like listening to space letters from Never a Straight Answer? Then tune in to the Ironworx with Zach, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on the Ironworx and become an Iron Scout.
The noise wasn't quite as bad, and we went right on up, and I saw darkness. I thought I was going to see the world, but we weren't quite high enough.
And happy Friday to you all, TGIF.
Thank God it's Friday.
And welcome to the Ironworx right here, Truth Frequency Radio, TFRlive.com, truthfrequencyradio.com. Oh, and I really didn't want to wake up this morning, but I did. And for that, you guys got the extended opening, the extended cut.
Yeah, that was nice. Keep going. We have some more files somewhere.
Just another.
Yeah,
that was a
tough
rising
right
there.
Oh, sorry. Go, Zach.
No, I was just saying, I haven't heard that intro in a while. The good morning one.
It was just the extended version. I run it every time because I just tacked it on to that Vietnam intro, the one that Pat Sajak did. And I just recut Pat Sajak's version.
Good morning, TFR.
Good morning.
And that's the one that Pat Sajak used to play in the mornings there in Vietnam. In a role that was made famous by Robin Williams in a movie called Good Morning, Vietnam.
That was Pat Sajak?
Originally, yeah.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah, little interesting trivia for you. I don't think
Did
I
they
knew that
change-
either.
Did they change his name in the movie?
Probably.
Okay. Yeah, because that seems like something I would have made the connection. Like, I knew who Pat Sajak was when I was like 4 years old, you know?
Well, there were
We
probably
are
some artistic liberties taken when writing the actual film to make it exciting. And as I recall, there was a whole lot of stuff going on in that movie that probably didn't really happen.
I'm sorry there, Walter. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You didn't. It's just rambling at this point. I haven't poured enough coffee on the brain quite yet.
See, we're about 3 minutes in. We made it to the point we're just going to ramble. We've got all the pre-planned stuff out the way, and we're just rambling now.
Wait, no, that's not actually Pat Sajak saying that. It's actually Josh doing an impression of Pat Sajak. It's not me. That's Josh.
Right. This was before. This was prior to the original. Was before Truth Frequency Radio.
Yeah.
Big shout out to awesome Austin in chat, getting up early.
Yes, he is. That's that gimbal. Like gimbal got him all worked up.
Right. He's all excited with the little steady cam.
Yep.
And Austin, you are more than welcome to come hang out tonight as well.
Absolutely. Or even now. Even now. Oh, that's right. It's happening right now. I forgot. I put the story in and then I did not go outside to look because I was too sleepy. So is it cool? The planet alignment? Austin. Send some photos of it, man, with that gimbalance.
Was it like a green flash once they all lined up? Did something spectacular happen, or was it a non-event?
It was just like you reset the screen, like you know how you get the screensaver going.
Right.
Did it make the noise? Boop, boop, so how was your guys' week?
Hello, baby. How are you? I'm fine. And so is she.
I got to go over and see Spicy Sarah and Riff and the new baby.
She's nice.
Beautiful.
Good,
nice.
Good.
Yeah. Got the truck unloading and everything, and I think he's just got a little bit of salsa left to move in. I'm sure they got it in last night. It was like 10:30, and I was like, Cammy, we gotta go. I gotta be up in like 6.5 hours. She understood. Everybody understood. But yeah, it was fun. There's a lot of people there. Man, there was people there that were like, I don't know who they were or how they're I don't know how they heard about it, but they were there. Yeah, just maybe Flat Earth Friend Finder app. I'm not sure who. There's a couple people there that I'm not sure how they heard about it or what. But it's cool. There's more Flat Earth. I mean, on the Friend Finder app, it's like up to 130 now. So it's really, it's growing around here. But yeah, there's quite a few flat earthers living around here now that have been, since at least for the last 4 or 5 years, we've all known each other, have met, and, there's a lot of people moving this way. It's surreal. It really is when you think about it. Karen was saying that last night. Just it dawned on her. She's like, dude, there's a lot of flat earthers that live around here now. That aren't, they all know each other. It's not just they know the Earth's flat. They've all hugged and shared magnetic fields and all that kind of good stuff for years now. Yeah, it's awesome. I love this area. So it was a good day. Good day yesterday. It's been a busy week. Have you guys felt that? Did it fly by for you too?
Yeah, definitely did. It definitely did for me. Just I was doing extra stuff here around the house, so every day kind of just went on by. It's nice to stay busy sometimes. But yeah, it definitely has turned into the Flat Earth Mecca there on the coast with you gentle people.
Big shout out to Angela Baby Carson.
What's up, Angela?
putting out all kinds of videos last couple days. Fellow gardener. How's your garden doing, Josh?
Doing good. Girls are stinky, packing on some weight.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm really, really surprised, considering it was sort of an accidental flowering that I wasn't expecting. Uh-oh. I'll take care of it, Angela. She's on the backup channel where she's not wrenched up.
Yeah, it happened.
But yeah, given that fact, I've tried to do the best I can with making up for lost time and keeping them lollipopped and directing all the energy to the buds at the top. So they're getting pretty big, given the size of the plants and the unexpected nature of them budding. But I reckon between the two of them, I bet you dried, there'll probably be another, I bet you I get 2 ounces per plant dried.
Very nice.
But the other 4 are getting big. I'm going to have to take them down and lower them a little bit, as they're already up to this light where they were. But I got them sitting on milk crates. So, because they were small, they needed a little boost to the light. So now that they don't need the boost anymore, I will remove the boost. And I don't know. I could be chopping here before too long. They were just starting to get a little bit of amber on the trikes when I checked them last night, just for shits and giggles. I just wanted to see how they looked. And sure enough, I was starting to see just a touch of amber in there. So good to know.
Time to go.
But yeah,
better not.
Doing good. Got a new addition to the family this week.
Yeah, you do.
So after 18 years, the family cat passed week before last. And she had 18 years. There wasn't a whole lot left of her. She had gotten pretty small, pretty frail as far as cats go. So when she passed, the hole she left might have been a little smaller than when she was younger. So the animal that was needed to fill that hole in her heart, Dixie said she had no idea would be a rabbit-shaped hole. But sure enough, she found some lady. She actually rescues dogs and cats. But her son was at a friend's house, and his friend had won this rabbit in a poker game, mind you. Didn't know how to take care of rabbits, had no intention on having a rabbit or keeping a rabbit, with no clue on how to do so. So it was just this rabbit stuck in a little cage, shitting in its own piss and shit, and just not being well taken care of. So the kid basically rescued the rabbit, called his mom, said, "Hey, Mom, I got this rabbit here that needs rescuing." She says, "Son, I don't have the room. I rescue dogs and cats. I don't do rabbits." Son says, "All right." Hangs up, calls her back 10 minutes, says, "All right, Mom, I'm on my way. Get ready because I'm bringing the rabbit." She says, "Well, shit." So now she's trying to rehome the rabbit. Enter Dixie, who says, "I've been studying rabbits because I've been thinking about getting a rabbit." So they exchange a few messages, and Dixie is vetted by the person rehoming this rabbit. And sure enough, we got this rabbit. We have no idea if it's a boy or a girl. With all that fur, it takes a little too much investigation for us to really give a shit. It doesn't matter. So we just picked a gender neutral name, which is Binks. Now I've never owned a rabbit before. This is be a new experience for me. So I'm kind of excited to try to see what it's like to be a rabbit owner. And apparently, as would be expected, rabbits have wholly different personalities and behaviors. So when a rabbit's excited and it runs around, it does this little side kick. Like it just, like when somebody's walking down the road and they get all excited, they jump and they click their heels together on the side. Rabbits do kind of the same thing. They get all excited and they run and they kind of kick their back legs out to the side when they're hopping around. And that's just a good way to know that they're happy. And they call those binkies. So if you're ever in a shitty mood, just Google bunny binky, and you can spend a few hours watching bunnies do their binkies. But she got her first binky in yesterday, so she's adjusting well to her house, and she's a happy little bunny here. So everyone welcome Binks to our family.
What do the ladies in Sibby think about it?
Very curious. Esme is very motherly, so she either wants to take care of it or chew it up. I can't quite figure out which, but she's not real thrilled with the idea of the other dogs looking at it. So she's gone after the new dog a couple times, Layla, and pulled her scruff out and got her teeth locked on her a couple times because she was a little too close to the bunny. But there's not been any no real scuffles, no real kerfuffles.
Good. Yeah, our baby birds are flying now. It only took a couple weeks. Just amazing how fast they go.
They do. They fledge
But
quick.
I'm sitting there. I was cooking a couple of hamburgers yesterday, and I see a bird fly out of the nest, and it wasn't flying like mom and dad fly with the grace and the nice glide and the swoop. This thing was like, I know I can, and it was all over the place, and it was amazing. It really was. I wish I could have been there for their first attempts and all that kind of stuff. Who knows? That might have been the first attempt. But it just jumped out and flew and went way up into a tree, way up there, to where I couldn't see it anymore. But yeah, it was weird. I was proud. How silly is that?
It's crazy, isn't it? The relationships you build with these random birds you feed.
Yeah.
They just show up. Yeah, it is crazy.
Oh.
And I will load up a couple pictures of Binks for everybody that can be watching a screen.
Right.
And
I was
seeing
going to
us.
tell everybody I'll use a picture for the show prep. For the show picture as well. So I'm trying to find those you sent. Here they are.
As cute as those little birds are, man, do they make a lot of poop. We've got a chair with a big cloth underneath it. Oh my goodness. You wouldn't think that something that small would poop that much. There's only 3 little babies, but man. Yeah, they can make a mess for sure.
Sorry, I'm over here multitasking trying to get things where I need them to be. Sorry.
Could you imagine being a bird? I mean, you break open the shell, you're, looking around like, what the hell? What is this place?
What have I done?
And then 2 weeks later, you're flying through the air. 2 weeks. Are most birds like that? Do the bigger birds take a lot longer to do that, or are they about the same? Like a eagle, would they sit in the nest a lot longer? I don't know a whole lot about birds at all.
Hollow bones, I hear.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But that's just amazing that you're like, not even an infant. You're still in the shell, in the womb, and 2 weeks later, you're flying around. That just baffles me. How quickly nature works.
Mm-hmm.
You take care, Angela. Have a blessed evening, night, etc.
Yeah, get some rest, sweetie.
Get you some rest. Thank you for hanging. Now that you found us again, go tell the others.
Oh yeah, and the wrench. You can sleep soundly knowing you'll be wrenched up next time.
There you go.
So just for clarity's sake, I had looked this up, and if I don't use it, then it'll be sitting here open on my computer for no reason. The details eluded me. I knew they were a little more convoluted than just changing the name for Pat Sajak in that movie. Actually, he was the third guy. The guy the movie was based on, Adrian Cronauer. Yeah, there it is. I finally found it.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah, he is the guy who coined the term. There was a second gentleman after him who ran with it as well, and then Pat being the third gentleman to have that morning spot, sorry, and then went on to meet up, I think, on the lines with Vanna White. I'm kidding. He didn't meet up with Vanna White on the lines. But yeah, definitely the story is a little more convoluted. So yeah, I'll send this piece of history for you all to enjoy the details of. Boom.
Billy Zig says, I'd love to be a bird so that I could shit on the premiere of Victoria.
Sorry, I stepped on it laughing. That's what I came back to. Awesome. Thank you, sir. Speaking of chess, I see you were there, Andrew, back in the rock fan.
Oh, yeah.
Hanging tough. Missing those live shows due to this early hour. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Indeed. Indeed. And we haven't played together either, man. Damn it. I see you're usually hanging out as I pop on to go hit up the van and head out for a little while before I'm headed to bed. So we got to figure out a better time. It's always about the timing. Always. What were you about to say there, Zach? Sorry.
Oh, there's like a band here now. It's crazy. All the different musicians that in Flat Earth, you'd be amazed at how many of them play or sing or do something. I think all we need around here really is a drummer, but I saw a drum set last night.
If only there were drummers in Tennessee that wasn't too terribly far away. Who do we know that plays drums that's not terribly far away?
I know a guy. And he played drums for like a career. It wasn't like a weekend thing that you did.
It was definitely a little more than that.
Yeah. And Lowry is actually a musician who travels. He just got back from Europe. And he was there last night. We were hanging out. And that's what got me thinking. Jeremy sent me a song that he wrote. And he asked if I could put some music to it. So I might be hitting you up, Walt. Or we might have to. Because I don't know music that well. Like when every song I've ever written, I made the music first, got my little ditty down, and then just sang the song in my head as I wrote it.
Right. Well, we can mess around. I don't mind.
Yeah, writing the song
Collabing.
first. I've never done it that way. So I'm going to need some help with this one. But yeah, I want to know more. Jeremy wrote one.
Nice. I see Jeremy just dropped a story for us there in chat, which I had seen literally as I was popping on this morning and added to the lettuce pile. I don't know if we have time.
I thought I shared it.
You may have,
days.
Josh.
I didn't.
You
I looked.
Probably did. I rarely scroll back up when I drop a story to see if it's been duplicated. So it's just because of the ease of just sharing it quickly on the phone. Usually it's where I'm perusing various news feeds for such lovely stories. I'm doing my best to avoid the ones with the paid, paywall subscription type limited number of stories or whatever. Anyway, but yeah, see, we only have about 3 minutes. I guess we could save this to the other side of the break.
The other side of the other side.
Of the other side. On the other side and on the other side.
Damn, that did go by quick.
Yeah, it did.
I know something we could talk about real quick.
I go.
The city of New York. The Supreme Court overruled their gun laws, saying they were unconstitutional.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all freaking out. Say, "Oh, what, you want it to be like the Wild West? You want everybody on the train to have a 9mm on their side?"
Yep.
Hey, let me tell you something. Your city is already the Wild West. Chicago, 33 murders in a weekend. That's the Wild West. Okay. Denver, over 100 cars stolen in one weekend. That's the Wild West. You already have the Wild West going on. Sorry.
And the way that New York had worded their gun laws was ridiculous anyway. You had to prove special needs.
Yeah.
To be able to carry a pistol, a sidearm.
I want to defend myself in public.
Not even that you wanted to defend yourself. You had to prove that you had a special exigent circumstances where there might be an actual
like you're a
threat.
Target.
There had to be a threat, an actual threat to prove that you would need it. Not just for general safety, general self-protection wasn't good enough. And that
most criminals come up and hand you a piece of paper a few days before they rob you and say, hey, we're going to come rob you here in a few days. So just let you know. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah. But shout out. That's really awesome. Congratulations. I'd be looking forward to all the Second Amendment auditors in New York
City. Those people are going to have their hands full.
Mm-hmm. They certainly will.
But I've been hearing a lot of common sense, even coming out of news stations. It's crazy. Saying, well, when we actually look at the statistics and where all the gun crimes happen, they're mostly in gun-restricted zones. Nobody robs Granny walking down the street in the country in Indiana. Because everybody knows Granny's probably got a little 38 in her purse. Just saying.
Just saying. You never know who's carrying. It's best to just be polite. Well, that's going to do it for the first half of the Ironworx. Stick around. We got more right up after these messages. Stick around.
Here's the second word, fascination. A bit beyond just simple interest. Interested people are probably satisfied that it ticks. It ticks. And that's good to know. It ticks. But fascinated people want to know what? What makes it tick? Fascinated people aren't satisfied usually with surface information. They've got to know more than just what appears. What is really going on? What's making things tick? What's making things happen? Why do people feel like they do and think like they think? What is the difference between success and failure? Who has the appetite and who doesn't have the appetite? This whole fascination about life and people and circumstances and society and money and banks and churches and sermons and books and records and life experiences and enterprise and nations and color and races and religion. I'm telling you, if you'll take a new fascinated look at life and what's going on, it will now show up in color and sharpness in your future communications.
Discover the extraordinary powers of intuitive healing with pain transmutation, a method of holistic healing for the human soul, body, mind, and emotions. If you are looking for answers and a deep understanding of how to help yourself and the people around you to live a happier, healthier life, this is the right place for you. Learn how to read your soul's history in the Akashic Records. Remove negative energy attachments from your astral body and start the process of inner and outer pain transmutation. Join Pain Transmutation Community to get started on the path of intuitive healing. Change your energetic state. Manifest new and exciting experiences. Re-energize your life and build inspiring connections with others in our community.
For millennia, mankind has been searching for answers to the big questions, such as, where did the universe come from? Where did we come from? Why are we here? Are we alone? And just what the heck is the Sasquatch all about? I can't promise you answers and neither can the Woo Crew, but they invite you to join them Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, midnight in the UK, for Freaky Friday, exclusively on Truth Frequency Radio. Spirituality, multiverse, quantum mechanics, the occult, and so much conspiracy analysis that it will make your mind melt. take my word for it. Freaky Friday. It's more than a show. It's a way of life. I am Stephen Hawking, and I am proud to be a Wookiee.
You are now tuned into the truth frequency.
Your protection from deception.
TFR. Truth Frequency Radio.
Well, pitter patter, let's get at her.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And welcome back to the second half of the first half of the Ironworks right here, Truth Frequency Radio, TFR Live.com. For sure.
Getting a little bit of noise in the background.
I was hearing that as well.
Yeah, I hear that too. It just came out of nowhere.
Let's see. I wonder if I mute the station.
Well, do it.
Of course, I don't know.
Yeah, there was
be able to unmute it.
There is a chat going on in the chat, and yeah, Daz brought up a point about I think it is, Daz. They do use fear for gun sales, the gun salesmen, the people who make the guns. That's a big part of it. But the gun laws, you don't have to buy a gun for the gun laws to work for you. It's just the criminals knowing there's a possibility that you have a gun that deters them from even attempting the robbery. It's not the fact that you have a gun or you're carrying, even open carry, that it's not here nor there, really. It's the laws. It's the fear that it strikes into the criminal, because they know in Chicago the people don't get to carry guns. So they don't even have to have bullets in the gun. They just have to have a gun. It's just the fear factor that they need. But they cross the border into Indiana, there's not as much of that stuff going on because there's a fear of the criminal, that the citizens could be armed. And that's the deterrent. So yeah, you don't need a gun to protect yourself so much. I mean, they do come in handy if that ever occurs. It's just that the occurrences happen so much less because, I mean, let's face it, most criminals are weak and scared, and they don't want a confrontation. They really don't. They're going to go and find the weakest, prey they can find, and that will be your gun-restricted zones.
Yeah, they like soft targets. Criminals aren't going into hard targets unless the juice is worth the squeeze. Like if they're getting millions of dollars, they might go in there, guns a-blazing. But if there's two houses, one says, we're unarmed, and one says, we're armed, which one do you think the criminal's going to try to rob? The unarmed house or the house that has armed people inside? It's common sense.
Yeah, it's the laws. I mean, they've made it this way with these laws. They've given the criminals free reign in these cities, pretty much. When you tell everybody that follows the law you can't have a gun, then yeah, the criminals know that. They're like, oh, we're going to hang out here and just point our guns at all these people without guns and take what they have. It doesn't fly so well. Places where, everybody's got guns, or at least there's the illusion that everybody might have a gun. Yeah, it really changes the criminal mindset. But try telling that to a politician.
Gun laws only help criminals, says Zombie Snoop in chat, which is true. Absolutely true. And the people that push the gun laws usually have stock in a lot of these arms manufacturers because nothing sells more guns like a threat to take them away.
Yep. And they've seen it how many times over the last 2 decades? Every time something has happened and they've gone to try to make new legislation, gun prices skyrocket because they're having trouble keeping them on the shelves.
Yep. Arbitrary gun laws like, I don't know, sawing 6 inches off the end of a shotgun. That gets you things like Ruby Ridge, where you just start massacring families and sniping out children, killing women in doorways from a distance because, gun laws. And you're like, oh, shit, man, we really screwed that up. We need something to make us look good. Well, we have all these red flag laws, and it looks like there's this dude down in Texas running a bunch of Branch Davidians. His name's David Koresh. And maybe he's got too many guns, so we need to go down there to protect those children, and we'll just kill all the kids to protect them and just burn everybody alive for their own good. Because, gun laws, red flag laws. Let's get some more red flag laws. Nothing like a little warrantless, no-knock raids just to take away some guns, because what's the worst that could happen? What do you think is worse? Telling somebody they're going to come and take their guns to give them time to mount a defense, or just trying to barge in, not telling them who you are, expecting them to just protect themselves immediately? Which one do you think's less dangerous?
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like it's done all by plan,
Right. What if they tried to start a civil war over the Second Amendment? Where we don't like the way so many people are not dealing with these problems with the guns, and so we're going to have to go in and deal with the states that aren't handling their gun laws properly. Well, look at it this way. Of all these politicians that are trying to restrict gun rights, how many of them do you think disarm the Secret Service that protects them?
Zero.
Zero. They all want guns. Nobody doesn't really not want guns. I don't care.
We just don't want guns pointed at us, right?
They just don't want... I don't even know what it is. I don't understand the logic. Because you can't take guns away by asking nicely. Because what if they say no? How do you force someone to give up guns that they don't want to give up? It's with guns. It's the only way to take guns away is with guns.
No amount of pleading or, trying to scare people. It's not going to work on the gun owners. Yeah, a lot of the people that don't own guns, they're all for taking people's guns away.
Citizens' guns away, individuals' guns away. They want the government to have guns. The government can have all the guns they want. They can have tanks, armored personnel carriers, whatever the fuck they want to have. You can give to the police department, to the military. It doesn't matter. Give it to the government because the government is good. The government is benevolent. And the government is only looking out for our best interests, not their own.
Yeah. Straight up. But the Supreme Court actually did their job. It's nice when that happens every once in a while like that. And yeah, I don't want to get taken off of YouTube on our backup channel, so we won't talk about this other article I found. It was actually from like February. And I don't know how it got through. It was San Diego, KGUI or KGUP, something like that. Some 4 letters out of Good Wake Up San Diego or something like that. Good Day San Diego, maybe. I'll find it and drop it into the chats and stuff. But just laying it out there with all the medical information that's been coming out over the last couple years. I don't want to get too deeply into it, but I was just astounded at the stuff they were mentioning on a television broadcast that went out to all those people. It was nice to finally hear somebody actually say it. But this didn't get any news. I didn't hear about this until yesterday, and it happened in February. I don't know why it was put on my feed, but it was all about, the jibby jabs and all that kind of stuff and statistics, and I was just blown away. But yeah, I'll see if I can find that right now. Oh, well, actually, you know what? I'm not going to try to find that right this second because, we're on a show.
That's fine. I was going to kind of peruse this echolocation store while you were digging around there.
Planet alignment right now.
It's happening?
Yep. Austin says it's fucking awesome.
Well, I'm going to have to go outside, I guess. What's cool is I can do it and take y'all with me. And maybe even show you stuff if I can make my phone act right. Which direction, Austin?
South.
All right.
East.
Oh, that might be a problem here. Lots of trees that way. How low on the horizon is it, sir?
It should be like there's one a little bit lower than the moon, I think, and the rest should be above the moon, all in a line.
All right, it's live production, ladies and gentlemen.
East, Austin said. And there goes Walter. And there's Walter.
All right, I'm mobile. Even as we speak, mobulated.
What's the police and the tax man miss him? He's mobile. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, y'all have to talk while I'm mobile. Y'all can't just wait as I walk in silence.
Yes, we can.
Oh, holy crap. Hey, I'm about to levitate out here.
There was one?
There was one. Yeah. I mean, I can't get a clear image on my phone, but I'll see what happens here. Hold on.
For those of you just tuning in, Walter is outside looking up at the skies, trying to see if he can catch a glimpse of this planetary alignment.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, since I can't even see my video,
I'm going to walk out there, see what I can see. Yeah, I just get so frustrated with this.
This ain't working out too good. I know, me too, because they've changed the app so many times with the oh, and look at Mars all orange over there on the horizon. Well, the best thing I can do is take a picture for you, ladies and gentlemen.
I see the moon, but I am not seeing.
Yeah.
No, I think I saw 3 of them.
And I got my
Getting a
flash
little
on,
bit
so
light
that's
out
really not
where I'm
happening.
at. Birds are all chirping. Oh, am I back?
Yep.
I am. I'm not inside. I'm still trying to get this thing to work. Messing with the shutter.
No, yeah, the sun is starting to poke out a little bit. Well, not poke out, but ignite the air. So I think I saw 3 little white dots. That was about it.
Here we
in the
go. Now we're getting it. Oh no.
No luck, Walter.
No, this ain't working, y'all. I can't get my camera to come on for some reason on this damn app. I'm taking some pictures for you, but that's not the same. But y'all aren't seeing anything on my phone.
No.
Nope.
Yeah,
It's
I
all
try.
dark. All dark.
Oh, I will bring these pictures in to you then. Hang on. Later.
The planetary alignment. Yeah. I don't know. I've noticed that there's been a lot of friction lately. I wonder if this has anything to do with it. Just people that usually don't, snap off in chats and are usually always happy-go-lucky and just let water roll off their backs. I've noticed that people have been a little more amped up lately. You guys notice that at all?
I don't interact with a whole lot of folks, so I don't really. Not really. I mean,
Yeah, I've just noticed
I
in
know
chats and all kinds of stuff. People have been a little less cordial than usual.
I know I've been like quick to jump for some reason lately when I'm dealing with like crap, people's bullshit, you know. It definitely lets me know I'm dealing with something that I'm working on internally, but as far as everybody, I don't know. Hey, I finally found my camera. That's a start.
Yeah, it makes me wonder when these lights above us do these types of things. I mean, they affect us. They're frequencies, we feel them as they pass overhead. Maybe they are doing something to where, I don't know, it's making us all
Oh
a little.
yeah, there's no doubt, dude. I mean, these things were historically like recorded and predicted, and rituals are happening right now. The elite right now are doing some kind of fucking ritual to keep power, gain power, to fuck us over with. So yeah, there's no doubt that it affects us. I mean, that's to me what it's all about. That's why astrology affects us like it does. That's why knowing the planets and knowing what's going on with them is so important, and why they distract us from it so hugely with all the shit they distract us with. Keep us from coming outside, looking up in the sky, just like we're doing right now, and figuring out that, hey, something powerful is happening right now. How do I get a hold of some of that? But no, instead, what's coming on at the next 20 minutes? Oh, that's right. I better get in there and get my DVR going. Oh, good Lord. All right, I'm going back inside. I took a picture. I sent it to chat. That's the best I can do. But it is pretty awesome. Austin, thank you for leading us out here, my friend. Although it is nice out here. I might just stay out here. What time is it? Yeah, I'll come back in on the break.
Wow, they're claiming you can see Mercury?
Yeah.
Right now?
At night, before the sun comes up.
Yeah, I mean, I've
That's
seen
the
it
best
before.
time.
Yeah,
It's the
I've
best
seen
time to see those
Mercury
planets that are close to the sun. It's before the sun comes up, but you know,
I know you
at
can
night,
see it
looking
for
towards
about
the sun.
a week or two before the sun comes up once a year, and then right after the sun goes down, you can see it for about a week or two during the year, and that's the only time you can see Mercury. I've seen it one time through a telescope, and it was way early, right before the sun came up in the wintertime. Probably about 45 minutes before the sun, about a half hour before the sun came up. And Mercury just looked like this red glowing ball. It was beautiful.
That's pretty much what it looks like right now. That's what I said was Mars earlier, because I don't know what we're looking at, and I hadn't paid attention to see where the planets come in. So when I saw the orange glow, I assumed Mars, like you do. So yeah, that must be Mercury I'm seeing at night, between me and the sun at night. 93 million miles. Just reminding everybody. 93 million, babe.
You know, not too long ago, about 100 years ago, there was a planet closer than Mercury to the sun called Vulcan.
Is that where Spock's from?
Yeah.
Or is that where the rubbers are from?
So much for living long and prospering.
Yeah, and then they took that one out and made Pluto. Now they're saying they found 2 more planets floating just outside our solar system. Wah, 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 wah. Sure. Yeah, I don't think they're ever going to stop with this stuff. Even if, most people now have at least heard about flat Earth, whether or not they think it's dumb or this or that. They know there's a lot of people out there, most people, that don't believe in the globe anymore. But I still think they're going to keep doing this. They're not going to stop. It would take I don't know. I don't even think a petition with 100 million signatures, not that they would ever announce something like that happen, would get them to stop doing, NASA and all this nonsense.
Probably not.
They say China supposedly told their people they went to the moon over 2,300 years ago. I really need to look into that more and find out how long of a space program they had back then. Because obviously people decided, yeah, this is nonsense. Well, that's all according to his story anyway. So if it's before 1981, I'm not really buying it. Yeah, it's just wild. We're only a couple minutes away from the... How does it go, Josh?
First half, the second half, or the middle of the third.
This is the end of the second half of the first half. Puts us right at the halfway point as we prepare for the first half of the second half. Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
All right, I'm going in then. If it's almost break time, I need more coffee. Is that a pair of sunglasses laying in the road out here? It is.
It's nighttime, Walt. Who needs sunglasses?
Hey, dude. So I don't. So I can't see the. Why is it? I don't know.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
Well, it looks like... It looks like they're shutting down the Voyagers 1 and 2. Slowly, they're turning off stuff as they get further and further away out into Narnia. It's so absurd. They're claiming they have instruments on there that have been working for 50 years. Just think about that. Think of anything that you've ever owned that lasted 10 years. Anything that you've owned that didn't break or wear down or, this didn't. And there isn't even a computer processor. Processors weren't even around. This is all analog. They're claiming that they can't even make these simple machines anymore. They don't think it could be recreated again. After they turn them off, they're probably going to tell us they lost the technology, the blueprints and all that kind of stuff on how to do this. But this goes to show how much of a hold they have on some of these people still. If you can believe that these crafts are sending signals from beyond Pluto with like a 1/10 of a watt, 100th of a watt, and we have receivers that can pick it up, you have been retarded. And I understand. I totally get it. You were never taught about wave propagation and all this other stuff, all the physics of it. It's okay to be retarded, but if you want to not be retarded, you have to admit that you're retarded. I'm still retarded on a lot of things, I'm sure. All this stuff that we've been brainwashed with our whole lives, that's what it did to us. It retarded our thinking. I'm sick of people saying, oh, retarded's a bad word. No, it's not. You retard a fire. It's just you stop. Well, we were talking about this Wednesday, weren't we? How'd you say it, Josh?
Oh, Jesus. Hard to say. About being retarded? About the use of the word retarded?
The definition of retarded. It's like to stop progress, to stop you from developing further. It stops the fire from developing and getting bigger. It stops your brain from developing and you being able to use it and think clearly and logically. All this stuff they show us, all this nonsense, the 180 reverse from reality, that is to retard us. William Casey said it best. He was the head of the CIA in 1981. We will know our disinformation program is complete when everything the American people believe is false.
You know what? We're not going to hear break music. We're already at the break. I forgot I muted the studio.
Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry, TFR. Yeah, I just noticed we were over.
Good morning. I'm here. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up! Wake up!
What is dark matter?
Okay, we don't know.
That's great. That's why it's called dark.
It's exactly.
Everyone knows all reputable information comes from random people on the internet. Tell me things, internet. The earth is flat. It's like school in your hand.
Dark matter is something we do not know what it is. We believe the dark matter is there, but we have never detected it. Well, what I'm afraid of course, is that there is no dark matter out there. There was one? There is no dark matter out there. We need to think really hard.
Hi, this is Alan. I like Ironworx because it's where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
I love Ironworx with Josh, Walt and Zach. It's like sitting in your front room having a cosy chat with your best friends.
Hi, it's Diva here, and I just want you to know that Ironworx with Josh, Walt and Zach, it's definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family and keep it flat.
Why sleep in when you could get your dose of iron in the morning? Listen to the Ironworx on TFR.
This is Enlightened Dawn. Roses are red, violets are blue. Iron Realm Media is the best on the planet. To the show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
Do you like listening to space letters from Never a Straight Answer? Then tune in to the Ironworx with Zach, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on the Ironworx and become an Iron Scout.
And welcome back to the first half of the second half of the Ironworx right here, Truth Frequency Radio, TFRlive.com. Our good buddy Awesome Austin in chat makes a point. He says, send some good vibes out to our friend Mike from THC. He really needs it right now. And that's exactly what we're doing. We've invited Mike on to come chill out and hang with us tonight on Have No Sphere right here in the Iron Realm Media podcast channel. Of course, it's the backup channel to our main channel. But yeah, I figured he could either come and vent and try to get some of that stuff off of his chest, or he could just come and compartmentalize a little bit, lock it away and come chill and escape from it all for a little bit so he doesn't have to think about it. Either way, I thought he could use the break. So come join us this evening as we hang out with Mike from THC, and hopefully if he gets a chance with his phone, Awesome Austin as well.
All right.
We may open up the phone lines. Who knows what the fuck we'll do. Not a whole lot.
Well, interestingly enough, with my very limited mathematicianal skills, I think we could go live on our main channel again tonight, whatever.
Let me double check.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks on the 23rd. So
if I were to
today
log
being
in,
the 24th, I'm guessing we could try to go live on our main channel tonight. And if you don't find us there, then come here on the backup.
Can we, have we locked in a date for Jerry?
I have a date from Jerry himself that I need to confirm. I just saw it as I was checking emails, actually. So as of now, and when I confirm it, it'll be 100%. But as of now, Friday, July 2nd, will be the return of Jerry Marzinski.
I'm so excited. I was talking about this last night over at Spicy Sarah's house. And Karen didn't see that show, and Lowry, I was explaining to him about those little voices you hear every once in a while, like
right.
You're petting a dog or a cat or something, and this thought comes into your head: what if I just snapped its neck? How hard would that be? And this something like that, or you're driving down the road and you just think, I'm going to smash into this oncoming car, and you think to yourself, why did I just think that? Where did that come from? Well, this gentleman believes that those, the people who hear voices, the schizophrenics, that's what they're hearing. Those thoughts that we all have, the schizophrenics respond to it more. And then these things attack them like leeches and never stop sending them those thoughts. But he dealt with schizophrenia for, I think, almost 29 years, I think. Something like some ridiculous amount of time. He wrote a book on the subject. He knew what a schizophrenic was going to say to him before he ever met the schizophrenic. And yeah, the stuff that he wrote about, and it got him blackballed from the community, of all the other doctors, so-called doctors. But no, I think he kind of stepped into the shadow realm a little bit, and this other realm, this other frequency that we don't see. There's things that live there too. And yeah, they try to mess with us. And some people they really can mess with. But Karen, I saw it in her face when I told her about that. She was like, "No, I've been wondering what those thoughts are and why they pop up."
That's
and
awesome.
I told her my trick is, I tell them, good try. Not going to work on me though. Whenever I get one of these crazy ideas like that, I don't just assume it's me and why did my soul come up with that horrible idea? I know it's not from within. That's an outside entity fishing, pretty much. Well, let's see if he bites. Let's see if he reacts to this. See if I can get him to keep reacting. And if you don't, they move on to another person. And then once they get that hit, they keep hitting that person and keep attacking that person. Excuse me.
I'm typing away. I'm sorry. I was making sure this doesn't get put too far on the back burner. So yeah, answering Jerry even as we speak. So live stuff happening. Live.
Yeah, really amazing guy though. We've had him. Oh, sorry, I gotta take a second.
Absolutely. I'm looking through chat, trying to play catch up, guys. I've been between running around outside and just sidetracked, looking things up. I have been very negligent to the chat. My apologies for sure. We did go live on our main channel. It looks like Austin confirmed. We are live all the way live. Nice, very nice.
We went live on the main channel?
According to Austin, we did.
Yeah, stream for 30 seconds. Cool.
And yeah, I see issues with time as far as getting off work and studio issues. And yeah, man, if you can hop on your phone in the car, Austin, it's fine with us. It doesn't have to be anything special. You're quite a mobile broadcaster, so a roving mad reporter. So do what you can, and if you can't, that's fine. Hit us up as you can, my friend, for sure. And anyone else. I mean, it's not just Austin and Mike that's invited. It's everybody's invited. Absolutely.
Yeah, I like Mike a lot. It cracks me up.
Yeah. Can he hop on now? No, Austin. We haven't been saying that for an hour and 8 minutes. It's the same Zoom before.
We're in Skype.
It's on Skype. Just hop on that same Zoom call you see live that you're in right now.
No, he's talking about right now. We're not on Skype right now. We're just, we're not on Zoom right now. We're just in
on
our
Skype. Yeah, just on Skype. Yeah, you don't need a link. Just hop on the Skype call that's live. It should be joinable. And the last time you were in it, it should be. You never know, though.
Big shout out, David Weiss. Hopefully you're enjoying your
leisure.
Well, he calls them vacations, but the guy still does shows and yeah. He was out on some island, I forget the name, Fire Island. Sent me a video showing me how beautiful it was.
Oh wait, wrong island. Sorry.
It's all beautiful till I show up, David. And then the water all goes away, and then the sun gets blocked out by a tidal wave, and yeah, nope.
No. No.
But yeah,
It's
I
only
hope
in
you
the
enjoy
movie
it.
The Abyss if that happens. Oh wait, that's right.
Did you see on Jaren's show where they did the what's it called? Omegle, I think it's called. It's like a like chat roulette kind of, where you just go through and you find random people to just chat with.
I did see that. I know a guy that's doing that. That's been doing that too.
Yeah. But
shout out,
Dave and Jaren both look like men the whole time.
And where's the fun in that? I mean,
right. Anybody can flat smack, but can you catfish while you flat smack?
That's right. Cat flat. Cat flat? Fat cat?
Yeah, I hope they keep doing that, Zombie. That was good stuff. And it's amazing how many people had heard of flat Earth at least, or said the Earth was flat.
And they got banned.
Somehow I missed that. I totally missed how they got banned off the entire site. That's good shit.
Austin needs a link. All right, Austin, I can make that happen.
You got it,
brother. You just hold tight, even as we speak. Tippy, tippy, tippy.
No
but not while I speak. While we speak, that's not silence. You guys are not catching the key words here.
Dave says Ginny is clearly a man.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. And that's, that kind of stuff works, especially on these chat things. A guy will sit there and talk to her no matter what she's saying. He'll agree.
I'll just sit here and smile and nod. You just keep talking.
Yeah. But that's all you need is someone to just listen. Even if they're smiling and nodding, a little bit of those seeds, at least subliminally, they're going to hear it. And eventually they're going to start thinking about it in their head on their own time when they're, laying there in bed, and all of a sudden one of those things will pop into their head and they'll be like, yeah, why is that? Why is it I can see the Chicago skyline across Lake Michigan? Yeah, it's amazing. Once you hear some of these things, you got to reconcile it in your head. Once I learned how much the earth should curve, that freaked me out. Like, what? You're saying that just 10 miles away, it should curve over 60 feet? That made no sense when I first heard it. I didn't believe it. I had to go and do the math myself. But yeah, once you hear stuff like that, you can't unhear it. You got to go check it out and verify it yourself and make sure that the earth is curving as much as it's supposed to, or at least appearing to curve, and blah, blah, do all the gymnastics in your head to try to make it true. But yeah, this is why we're still here doing this. It's because you can't find the curve. Still looking for it. It's been over 7 years now. Still looking for that curve. Austin is asking, where did you send it?
To your phone, sir. On your phone that you're currently on, you should have a text that says, hey, come to Ironworx meeting. If it's not there, then we are being blockaded because I have sent it to you on your phone directly to a text. But we're not going to quietly wait for you to arrive.
Oh, yes, we will.
No, we can. We can do it, baby. We'll do it. All right. I have that and that to close, and then my computer will work better. Nice. Oh, speaking of computers, hang on a second.
We'll just wait quietly.
You guys just sit right there quietly and wait. I'll never find it. I don't remember where it was. Was that on my phone or was that? Aha! Wow, that was loud. Why did I hear that twice?
Because you said it.
Did you hear an echo?
No, I did not.
Nope.
Nah, man, something's going on. Hang on.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh, I didn't close the Skype call earlier when I had my phone on. That's what it was. My phone was actually making noise. Good Lord, you would think by now I'd know how to work all these devices. Hey, I'm going to drop a link in the chat, and we're going to have it in the show description. Chat. Okay, so here is. Oh, that's way too much. Okay, sorry, I have messed up the drop. I'm just screwing this up left to right. All right, so I'll just read this off, and then I'll drop the link when I figure out how to do it. So apparently there is a promotion for Sean Hibbler from Hibbler Productions to gather up some donations to help him get a better computer system going. It looks like Bob from Globebusters might be behind this as well. I see that is, looks like it, and he's actually the one doing the building of the computer. If I'm wrong about these details, Bob, please correct me. But if I can get the link to open correctly, there we go. And not just copy and paste the entire 800 character message, then you guys will have the link. Boom, it's in the chat. Go help Sean out if you can. Amazing work being done over there. If you somehow missed the last movie, oh man, I am just going to drop this now at Rockfin as well. There you go, Andrew. Have that, sir. And where else? Where else could I drop it? I guess I could put it over there on the TFR chat as well. All right, I've dropped it these 3 places. Help out if you can, guys.
And Austin, I'm just
so
making
that great
sure
work can be done. I'm sorry.
Where I sent that Skype link to, that number ends in 08, correct? That phone number is 08 or the last 2 digits of that phone number? Because Walter sent it, but you didn't get it, and I sent it, and apparently you didn't get it either. I'm just making sure I got the right number for you. Because we could just be sending it off into the ether, into oblivion.
Well, no, he and I have chatted on that number many times, so
that's
weird. I know that's his number. Maybe he's just not getting the link for some reason because Skype is a tool of Satan, I guess.
That's weird. It would have blocked both of our links to him.
Well, interestingly enough, as I was replying to Jerry, he had taken the email that I originally sent him back before we got banned. He had saved that email because he wasn't sure about the time and how he could maybe be here or not and all that. And then we got booted off our channel, so it was all a moot point. But in that email, the reply email, he told me that he had saved the email so he would be able to reference it. And when he went back to get it, it was gone. And things like that have been happening quite a bit lately for me. So Austin got my message, but no Skype invite. Interesting. I don't know what's going on, guys. That's the best I can do. Do you have Telegram on your phone? I can send it to Telegram. That's about it, dude. We'll get you in here before it's over.
I'm trying a couple different ways.
Are you going to Telegram, or do I need to do it?
Well, I tried copying the link and then just pasting that link to the text, and that's the one he didn't get. So I tried sharing it via a text message through Skype to see if that would do it. Maybe you just weren't specific enough. I said you have an option to do it through text. If you don't do it through text like we give you, then you just can't do it through text at all, or what? But I'll try a few different ways and see if we can't get her done.
My God.
If I add somebody,
I give up. We're over it. Oh wait, David said download the app and log in, and that might help.
He's downloading.
Okay. Yeah, we try. Go to Telegram. That's all I can suggest. But don't do it quietly while we're sitting here. I mean, come on. I can't even get back to the invite button that I had earlier. There it is.
So I sent it to you on Telegram as well.
Sorry.
As you can tell Austin, I sent it to him on Telegram as well. So he's got links. He'll find a bunch of links somewhere.
Hey guys, it's Austin. Good morning.
Good morning, Austin. Thanks for joining.
Wow, finally. My phone gave me such a problem.
Yeah, the mic's a little wonky still.
Got you. Yeah, move the mic a little closer there, Austin.
Everybody, make sure you catch the Melodome. Best place to hang out, besides Ironworks, of course.
Of course.
So how's the vacation going, man?
It was great. We were just on the ocean, really didn't do much. But just a nicer place to hang out and take care of business and hang out on the beach.
See any more sharks?
Dude, there was like dead sharks on the beach every day. There's like, 4 or 5 or 6 of them every day. They're washed up.
Really?
I guess they're having babies, and then the bluefish attack them.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
In my subconscious there, I keep waiting for the shark thing to get to us because it still hasn't happened. It was predicted in I Pet Goat. It was predicted by psycho bitches dancing shark creatures. I mean, come on, guys. We know all the rituals they do and what it predicts and what happens 2 or 3 years later. So what is the big shark thing going to be when it finally comes down? No, y'all don't remember the shark and I Pet Goat and all that?
High pressures and low pressure systems coming together, creating massive tornadoes.
That could be it. That fucking could be it.
Hey, guys, I was you guys know the book called the Navigator Who Crossed the Ice Wall, which is the book about that puddle map that has 178 puddles on it?
No.
Oh,
so,
what?
So in the app, if you go down 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, it's the first one on the 4th row. It's a thin book. I think it's only like $9. I'm not sure. It's mind-blowing. They talk about the lands beyond Antarctica, the other civilizations are out there. They wrap all of the stories like the Anunnaki and the Lemurians and all of these other stories that people have assumed are in the heliocentric space, but are actually happening here on Earth. And it ties it all together, and it talks about the custodians that keep the humans under control, and every once in a while they need to do a reset so the humans don't spiritually evolve far enough to realize that there's a greater realm beyond our puddle. And it's literally the Iron Republic on steroids. It's amazing.
And when was this written? Is this an older book?
Well, hold on. It came out recently. It was in Spanish, and it was just translated just like this year into English. So you can get it on Amazon, and it's I think it's $15. But it's a short read, but it's mind blowing. I'm literally on the last chapter.
I'm headed there right now, man. Literally adding it to my cart.
What's the title of the book?
The Navigator. Go ahead.
The Navigator Who Crossed the Ice Walls. And then it has a close shot of that multi-pond map. And it just makes so much sense. There's different lands, the Lemurians and the Anunnaki and then there's lots of wars going on. If you look at Star Wars, right? It talks about all these intergalactic wars. Well, these wars are actually happening right here on Earth.
Right.
And then they talk about if we're all connected to quotation marks the source, and if we evolve too much, if we spiritually grow too much, the source becomes too powerful, and then we could threaten the custodians. Well, what's that sound like? The Force from Star Wars? The Force, the source?
Right.
Yeah.
Man, so they've been telling, like they say, truth in movies.
Truth in the movies, lies in the news.
They've been
right.
telling us this stuff.
I was just about to say that.
Austin, what's going on, brother?
I know that guy.
All right, now I'm on twice.
What's up?
Your clone arrived. Let me see those fingernails. How are you, sir?
Good, man. It's a great morning. I got up early enough I took my dog out front, got to see the planet alignment, the light alignment, I should say.
Right. The luminary alignment. How about that?
Yeah, there you go.
Did you feel
Hey,
anything?
listen, guys, I was just filling in until Austin got here. I do have to jump. So,
all right, David. Thank you,
day.
sir.
And Austin, you're the man with the good attitude. You always have a positive attitude,
Yes,
no matter
he
what
does.
you're talking about. So I love it. Keep it up.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
All right, see you guys.
Much love, Dave. Safe travels,
Thank you, Dave.
man.
Love you, brother.
Later, brother. That's
was
cool
that.
hearing that from Dave. That's badass.
It is badass.
Creator of the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app by Blue Water Bay. Just $2.99 at iStore and the Google Play Store. One of the number one rated apps. And it's totally worth the $2.99. If you do get the free one, please do not send Dave an email telling him his app sucks, as that is not his app.
And don't email him when the moon's gone, because it's not broken.
Yeah, look up in the sky, find the moon, and then call David and ask him why there's no moon there.
Right.
But, yeah.
I
so
never knew that the moon was before I was into all this stuff. And I thought I was on a spinning ball in a Star Wars movie. I didn't even realize that there was a time when the moon wasn't in the sky, or I guess you can't see it.
Yeah, I did, just because I was a NASA nerd, space nerd. But yeah, before 2011, I really didn't know too much about the sky. That's when I really started paying attention to the sky and all that kind of stuff and planets and blah, blah, blah. I was more of a...
we have 4 seconds to break, guys.
All right. I will shut up.
So this is the Ironworx. This is the end of the first half of the second half. Stick around. We got more after this. We're going to take a little break. We're going to be quiet on this end because I cannot unmute the studio. So if you're going to be missing Chris Gio's stuff, you'll have to tune in. Truth Frequency Radio, TFRlive.com.
Send out some good vibes with this time. Should we be back now? Hello?
Shit, I lost my mute, but I think we are. I'm sorry. I went down the Nos confunding rabbit hole. Thanks, David. Thanks. Yeah, I don't miss all this, man. This is what I've been working on in my head since this whole thing began. This whole idea. When I found the Kobayashi map from the Hawaiian Gazette, that was it. That was where all the aliens were from. That explained all the histories of the gods and all the ancient bullshit that we've been confused by, and all the controllers and all of it. It all just hit and made so much sense to me with that one map. Now this seems to be the explanation behind it all. I'm super excited. I definitely will have that book in my hand, and I think it said 3 days. I'll have to go back and see. Super excited.
Send me that link, Walt.
Absolutely.
Hey, but earlier, Zach, you were talking about. I didn't catch all of it, but I heard you talking about your thoughts, your negative thoughts, coming from something else.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait till you hear the show. We're going to have this guest on. He wrote a book on that.
Oh, really, dude? Yeah, I'm into that. We got a friend in the chat, Jeremy. I want to know more. He did a video on that. And he talks about this scientist who believed that there was these entities that would put these thoughts in people's heads, and instead of just diagnosing it as even schizophrenia and stuff like that, taking it that further. I'm probably butchering it up, but anyways, there's this scientist who believed that there were entities putting in thoughts into our minds that would cause just us to look crazy or do crazy things, and it just makes you wonder how many thoughts are our own, along with even amazing ideas. Like someone all of a sudden gets this brilliant idea. Where did that come from? Where does any of these thoughts come from?
Well, yeah, just think about it. We see the negative that these unseen beings have on certain people, and we even, if you sit back and think, you see those effects happening on you as well. You just don't react as much. What if there are good out there as well, feeding us information, giving us these great ideas that we have?
Right.
Like a lot of my greatest ideas I've had while standing in the shower, thinking about, like, how am I going to test this? How am I going to recreate this, on a smaller scale? And it always happens when I'm in water or water's running over me or something like that. But I always wonder, where did that thought come from? Was that my thought? So yeah, maybe there are.
See, when you said that triggered something in the Carlos Castaneda books. Anytime they were working with an ally of some type, be it either spiritual or psychedelic substances or whatever it was, anytime the gentleman would have a bad experience, like start getting to a bad place, couldn't breathe, bad experience, Don Juan would take him and to a creek and put him in water, and that would help with the issue, whatever it was, the attack or like I said, the bad experience during these quests for knowledge. Yeah,
remember
that's
the movie
interesting.
Constantine? John Constantine says that water is that universal conduit.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
It is the weirdest thing out there that I've discovered so far, water. It's unlike anything else. And there's a lot to water that we still have to unlock. I think we're just scratching the surface of what water can be used for.
Yeah.
That's what David said. Maybe my fear of the ocean is some evil source that doesn't want me near the ocean, because I'll realize great things.
Or it's just the programming. It's just you watch too many Jaws movies and shit like that.
Now it has nothing to do with sharks. I had a vision, and I mean you could call it a dream, but this was more than a dream. And I saw a tidal wave, and it like blocked out the sun midday. It was that big, that tall, like taller than anybody.
Don't talk like that. I'm in Florida, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I went and seen the golf since after this. I knew exactly. It happened at St. Augustine. I was in St. Augustine. That's where I was when I saw the tidal wave. Yeah, I looked out and there was no water all of a sudden. And I looked over at my mom and my little brother. I was like, we need to go right now. And they're like, well, look at all the fish. We need to go right now. And as soon as I said that, then all of a sudden the sun went away. So yeah, it kind of freaked me out. It was more than a dream. Like you guys were talking on Melodome, that guy. You know, these visions we have, what if it's not just a vision? What if we're remembering something that's already happened?
Yeah.
What if we're remembering something that hasn't happened yet?
Yeah, I like that, Josh.
If time is cyclical, then it hasn't happened and we're remembering it.
Right. I was just going to say something like that. Yeah, maybe it's a past experience, a window to another lifetime or something. I don't know.
I hope that's the case. Yeah, but it terrified me. And I've had one other, I'll call it a vision like that. And the sky turned red. I wasn't near the ocean, but I was by lakes because I could see all the water being sucked up into the sky, like in funnels. And the whole sky was red with clouds covering everything and all the water just shooting up through the clouds like geysers. And then I woke up and I was like, oh, that sucks. Hope that doesn't happen. But yeah, those are my two dreams that were more than dreams. They, you know, when you wake up, you don't have trouble remembering these. It's like a memory. You know, it's not like a dream where you have trouble recalling this or that or these. I can see this when I close my eyes. Rico says that my visions and dreams are relative. We're all fucked.
My experience with the tidal wave vision was horrific, to say the least. I was at home. No, my wife and I had separated after my son was born. And during that period, I was trying to swim through the rising ocean to my house, to their house, whatever, to get them out of there. And couldn't find them, couldn't get to them. And I could see the big, like the wave was coming. It was darkening the sky and it was there and it was coming. And this is real. Like this happened. Now, then, so Josh is saying into it that we're remembering things that haven't happened yet. But I think it's all that whole idea of just multiple realities, multiple timelines, multiple experiences we're here to have. And some realities, your wave is coming, and some experiences, it's already been here. And some of the experiences, it's fire, because I've had that horrific vision as well. The fire destroying the world, brought to the world by my mother, of all people. Yeah, I know. So,
some would say that dreams are like windows to like other realities, like you were saying, something like that.
The fire is you, Walter. The fire is you.
Yeah, there you go. She brought the fire.
Y'all got one me to move out of Florida now. Get up out of here.
But that time has passed. That's what I was maybe trying to get to. Like that happened, and it's over, and it's not going to happen again for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's hard to explain. The certainty that won't be my reality, this wave thing, that got circumvented, or it happened already and I'm doing something else now, or I don't even know how to explain it, but it happened and it's over. Just like all that future stuff that was coming when we were in that whole world changes. And I don't know, I'm just rambling at this point, but there was a whole time frame when
happens.
Yeah,
It definitely happens. Look at all the water.
Earth cycles.
We're doing water.
Earth cycles. It is a thing. Earth cycles are a thing. Mary Summerrain, if you've never read any of her books, No Eyes spoke quite often about the great eagle flying forth, tearing huge chunks of the earth away as it transformed, as it changed, as the earth goes through these earth changes that are cyclical, non-stoppable, and man has very little to do with causality. The earth is an entity going through its own progression, its own cycles, its own
I think this place will always be here. I'm starting to think that this place will always be here. This is something that's never going to stop. This realm that we're in, this place, it's just like it's part of the experience. You know, I think this place is always going to exist, and it's always going to have people. It's like I don't want to say waiting room, just an experience room, an experience realm.
I like to say an incubation chamber almost.
I like that. I like that.
Did you see that video Dave put up about the two twins in the womb speaking to each other?
We showed that on the Melodome. Yeah, we showed that. I've watched everything Dave shared. So
yeah, that really puts it into perspective.
Yeah, like, oh, you've never seen Mother, you've never heard Mother, you don't know what Mother is, like all of that stuff. It's
where is Mother? Why isn't Mother here right now taking care of us? Oh, Mother's all around you.
Oh, you're crazy. You're crazy.
How could we go outside of this place when our umbilical cords are only this long? We wouldn't be able to go anywhere, even if we could get out. Yeah, just the mindset of.
Oh, I just got goosebumps.
Truth bumps. Truth bumps.
Truth bumps, bro. Truth bumps.
But you were saying earlier how you wanted to get out of Florida, Austin. I don't think you need to, man. I think you're meant to be there. I hear you speak about, your neighborhood and all, you grew up here and your friends and this and that, and they've seen what you had become before, and they've seen you transition and change. And you are like an inspiration. You are hope. Dude, you're changing the lives of people around you just by being what you are right now. People see you, and I'm sure that there's people that are in a bad situation that knew you when you were in your bad situation and look to you for inspiration. You were their that glimmer of hope that, hey, Austin did it, I can do it too. You're doing
I get I've gotten quite a bit of emails like that and letters. And yeah, man, I was just playing about moving out of Florida. I'm actually really happy how everything just seems to work out. We're needing a place to stay. I don't want to leave this area, and we find one 2 miles down that's even bigger. And yeah, man, I think I vibe with that, and I appreciate hearing that from people like you, and then what Dave said earlier, because you guys, David, he lit that fire for me when he first flat smacked me and my wife. And then at that same time, I had my own shit going on, trying to get clean, all of this. And now I'm out there lighting fires, if you will. Not bad fires like this.
No, dude, you've been burning it up, Brent. Yes, it is. And you've been doing an amazing job of it, Brent. For damn sure. For damn sure.
Yeah, I feel that I'm doing the right thing. It feels right. It feels good. And I feel like since I've been doing all that, just everything's been working out for me. The creator's been working out for me. The universe. I'm not going against the grain. And I truly feel like you get what you give in this world. You know,
Yes, sir.
that's how it works.
What happened? What's one? Why are we getting banned for the song? Ella.
Sorry. Any good reason to play Chicago, I'm on it.
Hey, before we get out of here, I've been looking at things going on in chat, and I need to comment. Number one, shout out to Adam Meakin, who has been helping our friend Liz in chat through some health issues. Miss you, brother. Definitely need to get you back on here soon. Liz is going through something with her health, and part of that is water becoming something she can't drink. I went through that, Liz. I went through that very thing. It became an issue where water literally not just would make me thirsty. Hello, water making me thirsty, but would be just almost gag reflex inducing. And I don't know, it just was something I needed. I knew water was something my body needed. And at that point, I was doing a lot of spiritual things with water. And maybe that's part of what this is with you is some frequency thing. We've been talking about water and what it can and help with and different aspects that it has. One thing I came across years ago in my UFO days, granted, was a thing called a purple energy plate based on some of Tesla's research, allegedly. Now, of course, it's had its detractors over the years, but at so many different, once I got mine, I literally still have one I carry in my back pocket. I had about a handful of them, probably 6 of them. One was given to mom when she got sick. It helped her immensely through lots of rough times. I put one under my son's incubator when he was born as a premature baby and was having health issues with his lungs. They've been through a lot with me, and I feel they've helped a lot. And one of the things you can do with them is set water on these plates, and they will change the frequency of the water to be a very positive healing thing. Now, these are all just my personal experiences that I've had with this. It may not be the same for everybody. I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on TFR. Wow, Liz, I'm sorry to hear that you're going through all that. I definitely am. Give it a shot. I dropped a link for you there earlier with the first one I could find, and it has to have the EIP on it or it's not the original one. There it is. That's what I would try. I went through it. I was still drinking the water off the plates. It was the only water that I could stand for a long time was plate water. So give it a shot. It might help. There's also some super concentrated forms of water that are out there that you take drops of and put in regular water and it concentrates the water. I don't know the details anymore. It's been too long, but it also is something that could help you through this time, staying hydrated, which is an issue when you're going through this.
Yeah, if you just
send
boil
you
it
love,
down,
lady. I love you. Sorry this is going on, truly.
If you just boil it down and you get to a fine powder, you can just carry that around anywhere. Then every time you need water, you just break it out, rehydrate it, and bam.
Pops back up.
That's right. Once you rehydrate it, it's perfectly fine. It's good stuff.
Well, that almost does it.
That's going to be close to it. Dehydrated water,
Hey,
ladies and gentlemen.
Quick, let me give a shout out to my friend Mike, my brother from the THC show, man. Love you, bro. Keep your head up, bro. We're here for you, man.
Absolutely, man. And come hang out today. And if you need to hang out even away from showtime, give us a call. You have my number, I'm pretty sure. And if you don't, these gentlemen can hook you up.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it. Where are we? We've got to be getting close. 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, I'm struggling trying to find the clocks. As usual, I have 85 tabs open. So,
Flattoberfest coming up in October. Tickets are on sale right now if you would like to buy them early. You can find all event and ticket information at flatearthfestivals.com. All one word, flatearthfestivals.com. It's going to be a good one.
I can't fucking wait.
Oh, yeah?
It's going to be a blast.
So what are you going to do? Just go up there and just kick it off right now?
Yep. We're going to head over to Jane. We're going to start the party.
Yeah, we have a Flat Earth Festival every time somebody moves in now. It's crazy.
Right.
And it was so cool because all the children are getting to know each other. It's just really neat watching them all. There's no fighting, no arguing. Nobody's playing with, none of the children have cell phones in their hand. They're out in the yard playing like tag or this or that or doing something, finding sticks. And it's just, it's a beautiful thing hanging out with flat earthers. If you just step back and look, it looks almost like the 80s or early 90s. It's different. Yeah, I love it. A lot of awake people. There's more and more.
Yes, indeed.
63,000, almost 64. I think it was at 63.7.
We're everywhere.
I think. Yeah, we're everywhere, folks.
You
can't hide.
Don't be one of the last ones to find out. You're not on a spinning ball.
63,000.
Don't be one of the last one. Oh, sorry.
63,212.
212. How many jars of pickles I made in 2014?
It's 96 people signed up on the Friend Finder app around me right now.
Yeah, don't be one of the last flat earthers to tell people you're a flat earther either. That time's long gone now, folks. We need you all out there that know to let all these other people know it's okay to think differently than we were told. Because there's some people that still need a lot of help with that. They've heard all the truths, but they don't know it's okay. For some reason, they think that, the people who wrote the books that they learned in school somehow have a monopoly on their beliefs. And that's not true. And you standing up for your beliefs and letting them know your beliefs will help them find their beliefs. Because right now they're lost. They don't know what they believe. So yeah, just be proud. Be loud. I'm a flat earther. Love y'all.
Indeed. Love you guys. Come hang out this afternoon. As we said, Mike from THC channel will be there. And Austin, you're welcome to hop back on, my friend. Or you could send your doppelganger over, whatever works easier for you. Thank you, David. Truly, man.
I work, but I might get rained out. Who knows?
That's cool. We'll send some rain your way.
You might have to download Zoom to your phone.
Yeah, get Zoom app on the phone. That helps.
I'm just kidding. I could actually pipe you in through Skype. Not a problem. Not a problem.
I downloaded both.
Nice.
Now I just got to figure out signing in.
Yeah, baby steps.
Shout out, Free From Who joining us over there on Rock Band. I appreciate that shout out, saying killing it this morning.
What up, Chris?
THC.
And I might pose that as a question. What up, Chris? Right? Not that I don't know who it is. Like, I know it's Chris, but it's just like a question. I think he came in one time. He said, "What up, everybody?" I said, "What up, Chris?" ? He's like, "Yep, it's Chris." I'm like, oh yeah.
You could tell him, "Warm it up, Chris." Remember that one?
Nope.
All you old fogies like me. Crisscross? Warm it up, Chris. I'm about to. No? Yeah, old school right there, man.
You better put your pants on back straight in the front.
Almost 30 years ago. Almost 30 years ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have a great rest of your
Yeah,
Friday.
yeah.
We will see you
Love y'all.
back on this channel this afternoon. But for those of you who might not have known we were gone, we can also double time it. We'll just go back over and we'll live stream on both channels this evening. Because fuck it, why not? Because we can. I checked. So we'll be on our main channel and our backup channel tonight, just to let everybody know. Everybody know. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a great rest of your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Be good. Be well. We love you. Bye-bye.